When we think of skylines, our minds jump straight to larger cities such as New York, Dubai, or Hong Kong. But scattered across the globe are some hidden gems with populations under 200,000 that pack skyline views to rival the big leagues. From mountain towns with glowing horizons to seaside skylines that look straight out of a postcard, these places prove that size isn't everything. Today, we're counting down 10 small cities with surprisingly breathtaking skylines. Cities where the scenery, architecture, and setting combine into something truly unforgettable. Number 10. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Population approximately 38,000. Set in the Ouachita Mountains, Hot Springs, Arkansas looks like it was carved right out of a national park, because it actually was. This small southern city blends natural beauty with Art Deco architecture, giving it a skyline that feels equal parts retro and rugged. The downtown core, anchored by the historic Arlington Hotel, rises gently against a backdrop of forested hills. Steam from the city's namesake thermal baths curls into the air on cool mornings, adding a cinematic mist to the skyline. What makes it unique is its natural meets urban aesthetic. You'll spot vintage bathhouses, neon signs, and mountain ridgelines all in one frame. Number 9. Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. Population approximately 21,000. Nicknamed Florida's Riviera. Sunny Isles Beach is a vertical paradise tucked between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Though tiny in population, its skyline is anything but small. A row of luxury high-rises, including the Porsche Design Tower where residents use car elevators to park right next to their penthouses, lines the coast like shimmering dominoes. The city's narrow barrier island setting makes for one of the most photogenic urban beach skylines in the U.S. On one side, turquoise Atlantic waves. On the other, the calm intracoastal waterway, with skyscrapers reflecting golden hues at sunset. Number 8. Asheville, North Carolina. Population approximately 95,000. Nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains, Asheville might be small, but its skyline rises with a kind of unexpected sophistication. From the iconic Art Deco City Hall to the elegant Basilica of St. Lawrence, Asheville's skyline mixes early 20th century charm with a modern, creative energy. But the real magic happens at golden hour, when the sun dips behind the Blue Ridge peaks and bathes the city in a hazy orange glow. No other skyline in the South feels this organically integrated with nature. With breweries, rooftop bars, and mountain vistas, Asheville has rightfully earned its reputation as one of America's most beautiful small city skylines. Number 7. Niagara Falls, Canada. Population approximately 95,000. While the waterfalls steal the show, the skyline of Niagara Falls, Ontario is an attraction in itself. Rising dramatically from the mist, the city's skyscrapers and observation towers like the Skyline Tower overlook one of the natural wonders of the world. At night, the skyline transforms. The falls are illuminated in brilliant colors, and the lights reflect off the hotels and casinos that hug the cliffside. What makes Niagara Falls' skyline unique is its juxtaposition of power and beauty, the raw energy of cascading water framed by man-made marvels. Number 6. Bellevue, Washington. Population approximately 152,000. Across Lake Washington from Seattle sits Bellevue, a sleek modern city whose skyline has exploded over the last 2 decades. Once a quiet suburb, Bellevue now boasts glass towers that mirror the surrounding Cascade Mountains and Lake Washington. The skyline feels futuristic, especially when viewed from Mercer Island or the I-90 bridge, a glittering reflection of Seattle's tech-driven boom. With companies like Microsoft and Amazon nearby, Bellevue's rise is as much symbolic as visual. Proof that innovation can reshape a skyline. Clean, contemporary, and framed by snow-capped peaks, Bellevue is often called the most beautiful suburban skyline in America. Number 5. Cannes, France. Population approximately 74,000. On the French Riviera, Cannes glows with cinematic charm. Though small, its skyline feels larger than life, thanks to its Mediterranean setting and cultural prestige. The Croisette Promenade curves along the coastline, lined with palm trees and elegant Belle Epoque hotels like the Carlton and Martinez. Yachts gleam in the marina, and hillside villas form a picturesque urban tapestry rising above the bay. Every May, Cannes becomes the center of the film universe, and the skyline becomes a backdrop for global glamour. The pastel hues at sunrise, the Mediterranean blue, and the soft architecture make Cannes one of Europe's most photogenic small skylines. Number 4. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Population approximately 22,000. This colonial seaport may be small, but Portsmouth's skyline tells a big story, one rooted in New England history. Brick warehouses, church steeples, and restored mills line the Piscataqua River, blending centuries of architecture into one timeless view. The city's standout is the North Church steeple, rising proudly above Market Square, a postcard scene framed by sailboats and waterfront bridges. Portsmouth's skyline is authentic Americana, cozy, compact, and perfectly preserved. At night, the glow from the bridges reflects off the harbor, creating a view that feels both historic and alive. Number 3. San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. Population approximately 175,000. A UNESCO World Heritage City, San Miguel de Allende is a painter's dream come to life. Its skyline is dominated by the pink spires of Parroquia de San Miguel Arcangel, a neo-Gothic masterpiece that towers over cobblestone streets. Unlike steel or glass skylines, San Miguel's beauty comes from its earth-toned rooftops, colonial facades, and surrounding hills. At sunset, the entire city glows amber, and the cathedral's spires light up against a canvas of pastel skies. Artists, writers, and filmmakers have long called this city home for a reason. Few skylines in the world have this kind of soul. Number 2. Benidorm, Spain. Population approximately 69,000. Nicknamed the Manhattan of the Mediterranean, Benidorm has one of the densest skylines in the world, and yet it's a city of fewer than 70,000 people. Dozens of high-rises line the golden beaches of Playa de Levante and Playa de Poniente, creating a skyline that looks more Miami than Mediterranean. Its two tallest towers, the Intempo Building and Grand Bali Hotel, dominate the horizon, offering panoramic views of the Costa Blanca coastline. Benidorm's skyline is a marvel of contrast. Mediterranean calm meets urban energy. When the sun sets over the sea, its glass towers turn gold, and the nightlife comes alive below. Finally, at number 1, Balneário Camboriú, Brazil. Population approximately 150,000. Balneário Camboriú, the crown jewel of small city skylines. Located in southern Brazil, this beachside city has a population smaller than most U.S. suburbs, but a skyline that could rival Dubai. Skyscrapers like One Tower, Latin America's tallest residential building, stretch over 900 feet into the air. The skyline hugs a crescent-shaped beach, creating a surreal view where urban verticals meet turquoise water. At night, the entire coastline lights up in neon, reflected across the Atlantic like a ribbon of stars. What makes Balneário Camboriú unique is how intensely vertical it is for such a small place. It's a billionaire's playground, a futuristic skyline wrapped around a tropical bay. Locals even call it the Dubai of South America.